you're lucky enough to know a beekeeper, or if you score some nice raw unfiltered honey from Trade Me or somewhere like that pretty cheap, then you're going to need to get out the impurities, things like propolis and whatnot, out of that wax. So here I'm going to show you how to clean up your wax if it's unfiltered. So basically what you want to do is get your pot and get some water into the pot with the beeswax in there and bring it up to melting temperature. You don't want to bring it up to higher than or too high a temperature above the wax's melting temperature, because you don't want to destroy any of the like the positive aspects, like the antimicrobial properties of the beeswax itself. So here I've got the wax to temperature, and I've backed it right off just so we can just maintain it in a nice temperature that is stable, and just backing it off so it's melted. And once it hardens up, basically just give it a nudge, and you'll be able to get the solid piece of wax out. Now what's happened here is the wax is separated from the water itself, and at the bottom are the impurities, and in the water there are impurities as well. So here you can see things like propolis and whatnot, which have all collected along the bottom of the wax melt, which we'll take off, and all the nice clean stuff's at the top, so it's pretty easy to work with. And just over here I've got one that I processed earlier where I've basically scraped off those impurities, and I'm going to put that one in for another round as well, just to clean it up. With the leftover water, make sure you don't tip that down the sink. You want to just chuck that on the backyard, because you don't want it going down the sink, because it will harden your pipelines. So anyway, with my wooden spoon I'm just scraping off the impurities, and you can see here just how thick and how easy it is to actually scrape off. So basically just going to clean this stuff up, because I don't want this in any of my balms or any of the things that I'll be making with my beeswax, and it's quite easy just to scrape this off. And I might do this process probably 2 or 3 times. Here I've scraped it off as much as I can, don't want to go too deep, so I'm just remelting it.
Here I've got the final product. It's cleaned up pretty well after at least 3 times just processing it just to get the grit out, and like a good cheap way to buy it. So the wax itself came from hives just outside of town here in Hamilton, and making it a good sustainable local way to produce this stuff, and just to be able to filter it myself pretty easily just using a pot and a spoon was actually pretty cool. So I think I'll probably do that again. It's a little bit of work, but you can see how you can take a lot of that processing out of the cost for yourself and just do it yourself. Yeah, and quite interesting along the way as well, so I'll probably do it again. Anyway, thanks for checking the clip out. Come back again soon.